Good morning, everybody. I'm Robert Scheer, and this is your 6 a.m. wake up. Okay, we're now going to start talking about step 3. Step 3 in Narcotics Anonymous says we made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. There's a lot to unpack here. This is a really critical step. It was one of the most important steps that I ever did. It gave me an immense sense of relief, the ability to stop controlling things and the ability to trust that all was going to be well. This step is deceptively simple. It just says we made a decision. It's not a feeling. It's not a belief. It's also not a promise of perfection. It's simply a decision. So much of our lives are driven by our feelings, our obsessions, our reactions to things. A decision implies intention, and that's what you want to hold on to, the fact that you have decided to turn your will and your life over. You're pausing, you're choosing, you're committing. And it's important to recognize, even if you don't feel ready, this step does not say we did it perfectly, nor does it say we do it permanently. It simply says we've decided to try this. And in Narcotics Anonymous, this decision is really the bridge between chaos and acting on impulse and acting with intent. I want to give you sort of a simple example. You're getting ready to jump in a swimming pool, and you can stand on the side of the pool and try to think about how it's going to feel when you hit the water. You can debate when to jump in. You can think about how cold it's going to be. And that's the same thing you can do in a lot of life and in a lot of recovery. I've heard a lot of people say they weren't ready to turn their will over. But you don't have to be perfectly ready to turn your will over. You just have to recognize that the way you've been doing things isn't working. That you're tired of sort of running your life into the ground and repeating the same mistakes over and over in your unique brand of insanity. This third step, the beginning of it, reminds us that change is not when we feel confident, but when we simply stop letting fear and emotion and reaction run our lives. So step 3, very important, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. And the first part of that is simply the decision, the intent. Thanks for listening to my thoughts for the day.